Okay guys, welcome once again to this tutorial. So we are going to be learning how to draft a coupled corset. So the first thing to do is to draw your starting line, also known as the shoulder line. So from there you are going to mark all your vertical body measurements. So after that, I have to move forward a bit to remark all those measurements because I need to get a straight line, and that is the best way to go about it. So after that, I'll go ahead and draw out lines. This is my chest line, my bust line, the under bust, and the half length. And now this is the length of my corset. So you can also go ahead to label it, because when you do so, it will help you to remember each and every line so that you won't get confused, especially if you're a beginner. Okay? So I will go to the shoulder line. I will divide my shoulder measurement by 2. I'm going to do the same on the chest line. Shoulder divided by 2. So from then I'll go ahead and mark the width of my neck. You can mark any preferred width, 3.5 or 3 inches. So for the depth, you can also mark your preferred neck depth. For the shoulder slant, I'm using 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. So now go to the half length. I'm going to divide my bust span, that is my nipple to nipple measurement, into 2, and I'll go ahead and mark it like so. So the next thing for us to do is to mark our under bust tightening. This depends on how busty you are. You can go ahead and mark 0.75 in between the line, or you can mark 1 inch at the side and 0.75 at the center front side. Okay, so I'm going to mark the same thing at the full length, and I'm going to draw the straight line. So from the bust point, you are going to drop down by 0.5, and you are going to connect it like so. So from the chest line, you have to go up by 1.5 inches. So you're going to come in again and remark your bust span divided by 2. So I'm going to mark my over bust tightening. You can go ahead and mark 0.75 or 0.5 in between the line. Sometimes you can choose to mark 0.5 at the center front side and 0.75 at the side front. So you are going to make sure to blend it so that it will not look sharp or any problem. So you have to determine the depth of your neckline. You can choose 0.5 below the bust point. You can choose 0.5 above the bust point. This totally depends on what you want. So from there, you're going to mark 0.5 and you're going to draw a straight line. Okay, so at this point, you can go ahead and cross-check the length of the dart. But before I do that, I would like to connect from there back to this point. So the next thing to do is to divide your round bust circumference measurement by 4, and you're going to take the dart, the over bust tightening, and you're going to add it to your bust divided by 4. You are going to mark the same measurement on the chest line. But before then, you have to find the midpoint of your shoulder and you have to go in by 0.75. Okay, so from there you are going to come down from that bust divided by 4 plus the over bust tightening by 0.5. Okay, so you're just going to use the armhole curve and make sure you blend here perfectly. So measure what you have there and remark it on the bust line as well. On the underbust, divide your round underbust by 4 plus the darts. Okay, you are going to do the same thing for the waistline and even the upper hip. So your round waist divided by 4 plus the darts. So at this point, your upper hip circumference measurement divided by 4 plus the darts. Okay, but before then, I would like to just draw a straight line from the bust point to the full length. This is because I want to find out how like the difference I have at the half length. Okay, this helps me to know the difference. With that, I can know how many inches I should use if I want to cinch my waist perfectly. Okay, so I'll find the middle of this line and I'm going to just draw a straight line. So for the tightening, you are free to use 0.5, 0.2, but this just depends on the difference you are going to get by your waist. As you can see, the first line I draw and I connected it to the actual measurement. So that space you are seeing there determines the number of darts you should use to cinch your waist. Okay, so having looking at it, it means that my waist is not that so big. As you can see, the waist is inside and the bust and the upper hip, they are both giving a nice shape. But if I find out that the shape is not the difference is not that much, that will determine how I will then cinch the waist. So here I do not need to add so much cinching effect because I already have a beautiful shape. Do you guys get? So I'm just going to connect this like so. So making sure, did you see how I place the French curve? You have to place it like so that both that legs are going to be equal at that side. So this is what I mean. This is my actual measurement. Okay, so the other line I connected with the pencil will tell me how to cinch the waist. So from here, I'm just going to take 0.1 in between the line. Sometimes you can do 0.2, but you know that when you take out 0.2 in between the line, that's half an inch, meaning that you are taking half inch at this side, at the other side half inch, making it 1 inch. Do you guys see? So if you do not want your corset to be so stressful, you can do 0.2 at this side. Just you can mark 0.2 in between the dot line. So okay, at this point you have to find the middle of this line, and we are going to add another cinching effect here, but you can choose to mark only 0.1 here and the other side 0.1, so that at the end of the day what you have taken out here will just be 0.5. You know that this is half of the center front, the front I mean to say. We are going to have another one, which means you take 0.5, making it just 1 inch, and that is perfect. You don't have to stretch yourself so much if you want to cinch the waist. So I'm going to mark my bust span, my bust dart, which is 2 inches. That's the difference between my shoulder to the hip and shoulder to the hip for the front and the back. Okay, shoulder to the waist I mean to say. What am I even saying? So the bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to your half length for the front and the back pattern. So I'm labeling all the channels, and as you guys could see, I have 3 channels. At this moment you can choose to make it 3, or you can choose to even make it 2. It's not a must that you divide that side and the center front. Sometimes I love to do it like so. So I hope this class is helpful. This was actually a requested tutorial I posted on Facebook, and I decided to share it here with you guys so that you can also learn about this. So to watch the back pattern, please check next video.